Casualty Notification Officer Training. Purpose of notification: to provide dignified, compassionate, and humane notification to next of kin and other designated persons as promptly as possible after a member is placed in a casualty status. Timeliness: notification will be completed as soon as possible, but no later than 12 hours after receipt of the initial DSIP's casualty message. Method of notification: casualty notifications are accomplished between the hours of 0500 and 0100 hours local time, except under unusual circumstances as authorized by AFPC. For personnel declared deceased, DUS1, or missing, initial notifications, as expeditiously as possible, are made in person by an Air Force representative to the primary next of kin, children not residing with the spouse, and to the parents who are the secondary next of kin, unless unusual circumstances prevent such procedure. If the next of kin live on or near the member's installation, the member's commander makes the notification. If the next of kin or any persons to be notified do not reside on or in the vicinity of the reporting installation, the notification team makes the notification. Casualty status: deceased. Deceased: a casualty status applicable to a person who is either known to have died, determined to have died on the basis of conclusive evidence, or declared to be dead on the basis of a presumptive finding of death. The recovery of remains is not a prerequisite to determining or declaring a person deceased. Casualty status: DUS1. DUS1, a transitory status applicable only to military personnel that is used when the responsible commander suspects the member may be a casualty whose absence is involuntary, but does not feel sufficient evidence currently exists to make a definite determination of missing or deceased. Casualty status: missing. Missing: the casualty is not present at his or her duty location due to apparent involuntary reasons and whose location is unknown. Excluded are personnel who are in an absent without leave, deserter, or dropped from roles status. Notification responsibility: the casualty notification responsibility is on behalf of the Air Force Chief of Staff, has priority over all duties except in emergencies, is accomplished in service dress uniform, with the exception of the medical technician who can wear the uniform of the day. He/she remains in the vehicle. Selection of unit to effect notification: if the next of kin lives on or near the member's installation, the member's wing, group, or squadron commander, or other officer as determined by the installation commander, effects personal notification to the next of kin, provides circumstances, and expresses condolences. If the next of kin or any person to be notified do not reside on or in the vicinity of the reporting installation, AFPC will be contacted for assistance in notification. AFPC will task the Air Force activity nearest to the next of kin's residence to accomplish the casualty notification. Includes active duty bases, geographically separated units, Air National Guard units, United States Air Force Reserve units, Air Force Reserve Officer Training Corps detachments. Team composition: field grade, majors or above officers of equal or higher grade than the member whom they are making notification are assigned the responsibility for personnel notification as directed by the installation commander or headquarters AFPC casualty matters. Medical personnel, doctor, nurse, or medical technician, and an Air Force chaplain, if available, accompany the notification officer to attend to any reaction of the next of kin. Notification team members normally assemble in the CAR's office within 30 to 45 minutes after receiving the phone call from the casualty assistance representative. Transportation: the casualty assistance rep, with help from the transportation officer, provides a military vehicle, sedan, or SUV for the notification officer. Use of privately owned vehicle is authorized if a military vehicle is not available. Location of the next of kin. The Casualty Assistance Rep or AFPC will provide the notification officer the next of kin's last known address. The notification officer is encouraged to contact local law enforcement officials if assistance is necessary to protect the notification team in a dangerous area, or if they might help the officer locate the next of kin with rural route or post office box addresses. Inability to locate next of kin. If it appears that the next of kin is not at home, the notification officer should contact neighbors, police department, or postmaster for information regarding the next of kin's whereabouts. If the notification team cannot locate the next of kin, or the next of kin has moved from the area, the notification officer should immediately contact AFPC from the area for further guidance. Provide AFPC with information concerning attempts to contact the next of kin. Notification letter. When the member's commander or designated representative personally notifies the next of kin, a notification letter is not required. When AFPC directs an installation to make a casualty notification, a notification letter is completed by AFPC and emailed to the installation casualty assistance representative. Making the notification. The Casualty Assistance Representative, or AFPC, provides the notification officer with notification procedures briefing, notification letter, next of kin's name and address, advice, instructions if problems occur, map of the area, transportation, AFPC toll-free number. The notification officer must be alert to the needs of the next of kin and represent the Air Force in a professional manner. Being prepared, sincere, and alert to the needs of the next of kin at time of notification will reduce some of the shock that is normal under these circumstances. Stereotype procedures are not appropriate. The notification officer should identify him/herself as a representative of the Air Force Chief of Staff. Make sure they are speaking to the correct person or persons by confirming the identity of the next of kin. If at least one person to be notified is home, state that they have an important message to deliver and ask permission to enter the residence. Paraphrase the circumstances as described in the notification letter. Don't hurry the words, speak as naturally as possible. Don't extend overly sympathetic gestures that may be taken the wrong way. Don't physically touch the next of kin in any manner unless there is shock or fainting. If necessary, summon the medical representative on the team or local emergency personnel. Avoid making detailed statements about the incident. State that the deceased member's commander will send a letter explaining the circumstances of the incident. If the notification officer is the member's commander or a designated representative and his first-hand knowledge of the circumstances, they may give the next of kin additional information. Give the notification letter to the next of kin if it applies. Informing the next of kin. The notification officer will inform next of kin eligible for casualty assistance that a casualty assistance representative will contact them within 24 hours to arrange for a casualty assistance visit at their convenience. State as indicated in the notification letter that a mortuary affairs representative will contact them within 2 hours regarding mortuary affairs. Verify next of kin's name, home address, and home phone number. Obtain any information from the next of kin as requested from AFPC. Example, notification and/or location of other family members. Do not discuss with next of kin. Defer all questions about survivor benefits, burial, or similar matters to the Casualty Assistance Rep and Mortuary Affairs Officer. The Casualty Assistance Rep will discuss compensation-related questions, dealing with insurance, gratuities, errors of pay, and so forth. The Mortuary Affairs Officer will discuss details related to line of duty, negligence, errors in judgment, or the responsibility of other personnel concerned with the incident. Notifying other family members. Ask the next of kin if they wish to notify other family members or have them notified by the Air Force. If the next of kin wants to notify other family members, encourage them to do so before you depart the residence. Obtain the name, relationship to the member, address, and telephone number of other family members to be notified by the next of kin or by the Air Force. As soon as possible, provide AFPC with this information. Advise the next of kin to contact AFPC as soon as notifications to other family members have been completed. Stay with the next of kin as long as needed. Depart the residence in a professional manner and within a reasonable period of time. If at all possible, do not leave the next of kin by themselves. Encourage the next of kin to contact a relative, neighbor, or friend to stay with them. Verification of notification. After the notification is complete, the notification officer should call AFPC as soon as possible, but not from the next of kin's home. With time notification completed, with next of kin's name, next of kin's address, next of kin's phone number, any unusual events or comments made by the next of kin, information about other family members, Air Force is to notify. Under normal circumstances, the notification officer will not have any further contact with the next of kin. An exception might occur when an individual is declared Dust 1. In this case, the notification officer may be initially called upon to notify the next of kin of this status and again later if the individual is declared deceased or missing. Thank you for your time. Please contact your casualty assistance representative should you have any questions.